Hi Elizabeth, this is John. I'm going to admin reports and tools. I'm going to add, I figured out what I was going to ask you pretty much. I'm going to, again, admin reports and tools, location authority. We need to have animals added. There we go, we'll click that. Okay, animals. And now I see fantasy. I'm thinking you want that. It's in red because fantasy isn't on the left, which is the authorized. So I'm just going to copy this and add fantasy. And then that'll turn black because I'm being on the left side, it authorizes it. There you go. Now you have graphic novels on the left, and this is graphic and graphic novels. Novel. I'm going to change these to graphic novels so they'll all be converted. Let's apply change. And these are going to process for a minute. I wanted to show you your Excel sheet, and you do have your barcode right in here. You don't need to use an Excel sheet unless you're doing it for some other reason. All I needed out of here were the barcodes, so I've copied the barcodes into a notepad file, into a hit list we call it. I use Notepad because that's what you use. It can't be used from a Excel spreadsheet. You just have to have a long column of barcodes, okay? And I'll show you in Opals where you can do that. So if you don't need to do the Excel spreadsheet, you don't have to. You could just scan them into a hit list in Opals and then label it whatever new genre you're going to have, and you're all set to do the global modifying. Before I do the global modify, I'm going to show you the tool in Opals that you could use instead of creating a Excel spreadsheet, which would probably be more work. The tool is you just take the books for whatever new genre, whatever old genre you're going to add more books to, and you go to Admin, Reports and Tools. Okay, and when this comes up, we're going to go to, it's relatively new, we just added it, the Hit File Manager right here. Third one down, you go to the Hit File Manager, and then you would go and grab books, say on fantasy or whatever new genre, scan the books with your barcode. Then once you've scanned them, you can click Save to File, name it appropriately, and then that will be used to do your global modify. So that's a really nice tool. Again, Admin, Reports and Tools, Tools menu, third down. Alright, now I'm going to run your global modify to show you that using the barcodes I took off the Excel spreadsheet. Items, global editor. Okay, and because I have the hit file, so we're going to click Upload Barcode File. I'm going to browse, I'm going to go find the file. The hit list I created from your Excel. You'll see it's in a .txt. That's what it has to be to run the global modify. I'm going to open this up and add this to my global modify. There's 200. 9 barcodes were invalid. Either they were typed wrong, not sure. You'll have to look at your spreadsheet, and I'll look at it as well. But we're going to process 191. Close this and run the global modify. We see here's all the 191 records, holding records. There's all their barcodes, etc. Now we're going to choose the operation we're going to run. We're going to add a new subfield, 852 subfield C, always lowercase for a subfield, animals. All right. And you could preview it and it'll show you what's going to happen. For example, this first record, there's no 852C, but on the right side it shows that we would be adding the 852C animals. So we're good to go. I'm going to process. It'll take probably maybe by the end of this sentence. It's very fast. It'll be done in just a second. Back to the location authority, and you'll see all the red is gone. Fantasies here, there's 2. You might want to run a fantasy global modify. Glad to help you with that. These are all set up. Animals is still processing. Took a little longer than I thought. Let me have a look at it. It's still processing. Once that finishes, then animals will be over on the right side and it'll show how many. I think it was 191. Okay. jump around. I'm just trying to get a lot done here. I'm looking at your barcodes here, and I can't tell if these are bad. So what I'm going to do is look at my hit list. Here's the hit list I created from your barcodes, and see if I can find out which is bad. I don't know. This one doesn't look like, well, it's longer. It's hard to tell what might be bad, but there were some in here that didn't read. We're going to add something to our global modifier, or when you add a hit list, to show. Right now, I don't know which ones are bad. You might have to do that at your end, looking at the books. Okay. Finally, the batch processing is done, and you'll see add the 852C animals. Let's go to your home page and just make sure everything's looking good. There's animals. Let's see what's in there. Asterisk will pull up everything in a certain location. Shift 8 for the asterisk. And we should have at least about 162, right, 191 records would be in here. And there's animals in the location. All set. Glad to help. If you want to send me another file, make sure you check out that hit list tool I showed earlier in the clip.